guys, welcome to or welcome back to Expose, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Been trying to do the book and every car in Christendom's coming up and down the road, so I'm going to do a comment video. Deb, did she mean to look like she was wearing dog ears? That wig did nothing for her, did it? Gigi, she is a natural born schemer. Her dad taught her well. I'm absolutely sure her manifestation came from many criminal avenues. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Lisa makes Laurie look like an angel. That's saying something, isn't it? You should see all the comments she's deleting from this video. I literally saw in real time her delete 7 messages. Wow. But she doesn't do that. Susan, I knew it. I made a similar comment about that. On a delete spree. Susan, I ran to the comments of her video to see if anyone else was as disgusted as I am. There is no way that video didn't get a single negative comment. John must have had to work overtime to delete. Absolutely ridiculous. You can sort of tell by the thumbs down. Has everybody else got the thumbs down? I've still got the thumb. I still have it. Let's see how many thumbs down there was. Was it the Louis Vuitton one?
Hey guys.
Was it the Louis Vuitton one? No, I'm pulling the red thing. Yeah, it was. 94 thumbs down. Well, 93 including me. Still, should be more. I don't know why it's got 2,000 thumbs up. I gave a thumbs down. I don't know if you can erase them or not. No, you can't. Once they're on, they're on. You can't do anything about them. I did too, right? So that's 91 other people apart from us. Christine, I'd have anxiety too if I'd just spent this much money. Good God, if I see another hamburger topped with cheese, I'll barf. And then she has the nerve to talk about how delicious the food was. How can what she ate there be any different than what she eats at McDonald's? Exactly. And I never thought about that, her saying, oh, the food was lovely. Hang on, I just want to check because I've squidged down the bed again. The food was amazing. Yeah, you never ate any of the food though, did you? She shouldn't judge, she says, as she judges. Devin. She still gets worked up about Jules. That's great. What is she hiding with that ugly screen? I don't think there's anything. I think it's just the back wall and she had nowhere else to put it. I think she's moved downstairs into a one bed and everything she had spread out she's had to squidge up now. She says she's the same way. Another lie. She's bigger. Pom-Pom was coughing and you did nothing. You don't give them applesauce unless seriously plugged up. Dogs do have expressions. True dog lovers know this. And people with compassion will do anything to save their dogs. Your guilt is so obvious. Nothing has changed with Big Laurie. Zzz. Still gross. Still a liar. Christine, just looked up those first black boots and they run 1,400 to well over 3,000 for the heel boots. Wow. Who'd pay £3,000 for a pair of boots when you live in flip-flops? I don't understand how she can spend many thousands of dollars on designer shit but cheap out on taxis and steaks and other things that are probably well worth the money. I know, it's insane, isn't it? Unless it benefits her. She's quite happy eating shit food and she doesn't want to waste money on anything else. She just wants to spend it on herself. Can't resell those things. Exactly, MM. And you can't write them off as a business expense either, can you? Or can you? Sorry. Pandas in the desert. Jules, so glad you're here and have been waiting for this one. Thank you. You're welcome. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we can enjoy watching Lisa. Trisha, I just looked up the hotel she was staying at and the price for one night was $965 and that was just the starting price. She knows how to waste money, that one, doesn't she? Pandas in the desert. What the fuck? Fires in LA weighing heavy on my heart. Is it me or is this the most disingenuous statement she's ever made? Clueless. No sincerity or genuine care. It's all about her and her stupid subs saying, yes, we need a diversion from the reality. I give up with her. So selfish and cold. Yes, cold. Melanie, yes, then completed the sentence with how anxious she is about the video because of all the exciting things she bought. Exactly. She didn't even, it wasn't even starting up. It just ran into it, didn't it? One whole sentence. Evil cow. Helen, I agree 100% with you. Weighing heavy on her heart, my arse it is. Such a vacuous, soulless creature. CS. That fur she got was hideous, but she didn't have it cleaned and took it on a trip. All that dead skin that's on it. Ooh, could even have had bed bugs. No way would I have put my arms in it. But she gets stuff from China and just wears it next to her skin. Like all them skimpy things she buys as well. She doesn't wash anything before she wears it. Blech. Amanda, I was tempted to ask her how an animal lover would buy and wear a dead fox that had been farmed in a tiny cage, but we know how that would go. Yeah. Poof! As Laurie would say, your comment would disappear, Amanda. Pandas in the desert. Oh my god, I have to ask a friend about which type of bag I should bring. Her friend said crossbody and she was like, oh, good idea. What a moron. How dumb is she? I don't know, but as dumb as you think she is, triple it and you might be somewhere close. Rosalia, IQ under 50. Deb, lol, true. Can you have a 0 IQ? It's not a straight flight, you moron. It's called a direct flight. Such a hillbilly. So sheltered. Soho, where all the vendors for the fake bags are. She's a phony. Don't believe her. See, I wouldn't, like I keep saying, I wouldn't know a fake bag if it jumped up and bit me on the arse. I can't tell the difference between any of them. 5903 to 15.
It was so cold. Let me see. It was Midtown East, 33 degrees, but feels like 15. And it was so much colder in the city than it was in Soho. So I did not.
Soho is in the city. What the fuck is she talking about? If you don't realise that all of New York City is made up of neighbourhoods, and I don't know how to even explain it any further. This woman is such a moron, isn't she, James? I have been looking for years for an hour with Garth Brooks. It was on the television. I recorded it. I killed the video. I've been looking and looking and looking. Someone suggested it was in this box set, so I got this box set for a tenner off of eBay, and it's not in it. Anyway, I was looking through it to see if it was it, and he did a concert in Central Park. Why do you call it a park? That is not a park. A park is a little bit of grass with some swings and a roundabout. That's a park. That's like a whole other place. Jed said he heard before it's the size of Manchester. It's insane. He was having this fucking huge concert, and then there were still acres of park. Park makes me laugh. I always thought when they said Central Park, it was like a little bit of greenery in amongst, like in London, in amongst all the high rises where you could go and sit and have a coffee and, do you know what I mean, or read a book or whatever. That's not a park. It's too big to be a park. Jodie. They kept putting the giant hash brown on her plate because she looks incredibly thin. Her head looks huge compared to her body. Is it just me, or does her face look like it's growing longer? So fed up with her me attitude. Just listen to her. She claims she shops because she's an influencer. She goes on these trips to copy other women because she doesn't have her own style. It's sad. She reminds me of a middle schooler who has to have all the new in-style clothes just to fit in with the so-called cool girls. That's exactly what she's doing, Jodie. Exactly. Pandas in the desert. How many boots did she buy? But she lives at the beach. I know, and wears flip-flops in the rain. Someone make it make sense. Bella, good point. She's definitely mentally ill. Lorena, she is so wasteful. Totally. Helen, I'm sure I lost IQ listening to this vapid creature. You probably did, Helen. You need to go and watch something else now to even it out. My Louis Vuitton rep. Nope, they're anybody's rep who has the money. Insufferable snob, isn't she, though? Looking down her nose at Goodwill, that really fucking wound me up. Melanie, if anyone has spent a day walking around New York, especially in the winter, they'll know their shoes won't look like this on the bottom.
Something on my shoe, I had not taken off the daggone, there was like a plastic.
Daggone. We all know what you want to say, Lisa. She says she wore all 3 pairs all day. How many days was she there, and how come they all still look brand new? I call bullshit. You never... That's the thing. You can't... There's nothing she says now that anyone believes, because she's lied so much. She could be telling us the truth, and it'd be like, no, not listening. Brian de Diamond, she's gonna crack big time when something happens to her mother and father. It's only a matter of time. She uses them as friends because she has none. Exactly. Her relationship is unhealthy, to say the least, and has never matured past the point of her teenage years. She has a mental illness, and it's easy to see. Exactly. And does anyone remember that when she came back from that conference? I ran to my mama's to make sure I was there before my brother so I could tell them all the news. Like you do after school. I got picked for the team. They'll leave her more money to spend. She'll be fine. Yeah, until she spent it, and then what? Mousie's house. That's so cute. I like that. Mousie's house. She's back. She has a new pet to abuse. I know, it's quite sad, really, isn't it? Poor Sprout. Couldn't somebody go and save the dogs? Why does she have to ask everyone what to wear and what to take? Isn't she the fucking fashion-obsessed expert? Exactly. Like, she's saying one thing on one hand and then another thing on the other, and it's like, you're making no sense, Lisa. Oh, fashion's my life. Oh, I've just discovered socks. I went to TJ Maxx. They were so nice to me too. Jesus, how mean are people normally to her? Every store in that town must be sick of her. Yup. Twyla. The point she's trying to prove is she's special. She went okay to say they treat everyone good, but it's all about her and how she feels like she's so much better than others, and how she gets special treatment, all in her mind, not a reality. Like I've said many, many times, classic narcissistic personality disorder. Yep. If anybody ever wants to study narcissism, just look at Lisa and Laurie. Caught that too. She really flew down the slide of delusion. I like that, the slide of delusion. Oh, you added it up, Claire. Claire, okay, so my reckoning is she bought 3 bags, 11,250, 6 pairs of boots, 5,630, belt, 530, jeans, 990, hotel, 1,000. So grand total of $19,400. I think she also bought more jeans but took them back. I've no idea. I lost count with the jeans. So that's 20 grand, not including the flight, the Ubers, the food. For what? Was it 2 days? Fucking insane. And so annoying. Helen, her passion is money and spending money and making more money to spend more money. Rosalia, Lisa suffers from low self-esteem. A person who ridicules others who do not look like they meet her standards are immediately spoken about in a negative, disposing manner, and Lisa certainly meet that horrible personality disorder. She's a lowlife with zero self-confidence, and I despise her immensely. Hope you are well, my friend. Thank you very much, Rosalie. I hope you are too. Like my gran used to say, she'd try the patience of a saint, that woman. Shirley, why isn't she content being herself? Yeah, but she might be content being herself if she knew who she was, but she doesn't. Nobody is perfect, but we march on. Fashion content is fun to watch and beautifully filmed and presented. However, when you watch, you get the impression you're endorsing someone's shopping obsession. That's exactly what all her so-called subscribers are doing. Oh, I love it when you shop for us, Lisa. I read a comment today when I was doing something. It's, you try so hard and you give so much. What? They're insane. They're all as fucking mad as her. Amanda, I really don't think being a mum at 33 is classified as a young mum. If someone in their late 30s is classified as a geriatric mum. If you can't even get a t-shirt under your jacket, it does not fit perfectly. Exactly. In fact, it's too small. She was saying that again in the video I did today. The fur coat made me sickened. I know many people think vintage furs are okay because you aren't driving the cruelty and breeding of animals now, but it still says the same, and someone like her is going to influence other morons to buy fox fur, etc. By the way, Lisa, you're nothing like Lauren Hutton and Bridget Bardot. Your icon would be disgusted being an animal rights advocate. It's also mad how much she's changed since she started YouTube. If you go back and watch an early video, her face, voice, demeanour is all so affected and coy now. She has changed a lot since then, but the thing is, like I was saying to people, she's always been a narc, but she just finally found her platform for it. Catcher, I love buying board games and toys for my kids at Goodwill. Once in a while I'll find something I like. Who does she think she is? Exactly. It's like Goodwill is not for the likes of her. She's going to go in there, look down her nose, pick things up like that. No, fuck off. They should have her picture on the door and they shouldn't let her in. Patty cakes. I consider Goodwill a godsend. Literally, I'm not made of money and I found such great deals there. Exactly, that's what it's for. I used to love watching Little Poet. She used to allow herself $25 a week and she'd go to a thrift store or Goodwill or whatever, and she'd spend the 25 and then she'd come back and make a video about it. I loved watching her mooching around the shop. It was great fun. I would have loved to go shopping with her. But Lisa doesn't get it. She doesn't understand the point of it. If you could afford to pay $1,000 for one night in a hotel, you don't need to be going in fucking Goodwill. Fuck off and shop somewhere else. Shirley, the luxury handbag market is on a downward spiral. They're so badly made these days that they look like dupes. The cruel industry behind these bags is beyond evil. It's like the clothes, everything, but she doesn't care as long as she gets her fix. Bella, I'm trying to figure out why Lisa would ask another shopping friend what kind of a handbag she should take to New York. She's been there several times now and doesn't know what to carry. Did she ask her shopping buddy what kind of bag she should bring just to rub it in that she was going to New York? Surely she would know after going by herself and with John. Is she that dense? Yeah, is the simple answer to that question. She's trying to convince people she has friends. Yeah, isn't that right, Twyla? Oh, she said it today in the video I did. My interior designer friend. Have you got any friends? No, that's why you bore us shitless about your many fucking lip liners. Mary, it's fair use. Content used for commentary, criticism or research. Also, no offence, but I only watch your Lisa videos. Watching Laurie depresses me. Thank you very much, Mary. That's what I've said all along. Nobody has to watch everything. I know someone who does. I see you, Bonnie. But pick and choose. Just that's why I do so many. it's like people that like Glenda watch Glenda, people that want to watch Lisa, and people that want to watch Lardy. It's like I don't expect everybody to watch everything. That you'd never do anything else. All you'd be doing is watching me. Bay, since when is shopping all day long a challenge? She's said in the past that she pays cash for everything she buys and she owns zero credit cards. So does she carry that enormous amount of cash on her to make these big luxury purchases? Now she uses a debit card, Bay. What she's saying is she doesn't use a credit card, which she should, because then her shopping is covered and all she needed to do is pay the bill when it comes in, pay it off every month. But no, like I said, if I was going to New York or going on holiday or whatever, damn right I'd have a credit card. I don't have one at the moment. I don't need one. But she should use one. Helen, Jules, you killed me with your reply when she said your house should reflect who you are. You said yes, it does. Cold and sterile. Sums her up, doesn't it? Thank you, Helen. Oop, it's a long one. Lisa, one more time and say it with me. I am not a supermodel. I am not even an Instagram model. Just because I'm in New York at the same time as Fashion Week does not mean I'm going there or have anything to do with it. I am a nearly 55-year-old woman with a severe shopping addiction and I don't have any style, but I like to copy 20-somethings. Yep. Deb, nailed it. Helen, I could not resist it. It needs to be framed. It's so her. Thanks for the laugh. True, though, isn't it, Deb? Maybe we should send it to her. Carolina, worst experience was shopping at Goodwill. Such a snob. Yep. If I was the woman in Goodwill where she bought the fur coat, I wouldn't have sold it to her. And, oh, I got, let's take a picture of me. Really? Fuck's sake. Twyla, she manifested all the good things she has. I agree, Jill, she's vile. When I think of all the good, decent people who are struggling with so many issues, who did everything right but still are suffering, like they manifested those bad things. Words cannot describe how horrible this woman's attitude is. She never thinks before she opens her self-absorbed trap and spews bullshit. Just when you think she can't be any more narcissistic, and her followers encourage this behaviour. Very sad, isn't it? It makes you worry for the generation coming up behind her if they're listening to her and they think she's a fucking role model. Infuriating. The internet has so many cult corners, it's mind-blowing. Ain't that the truth? Deb, handbag friend. Do you have a friend? No, she doesn't. My dad said something most people haven't said since they were 18, and I loved and rejected my father. Respected my father. Sorry, Deb. And I loved and respected my father, shaking my damn head. She paid for a first-class ticket for a little over an hour flight, sucker. Barbara, when she uses that sing-song voice, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard, isn't it? And I hate that where she goes, hey, at the end of a word, elongating it because she can't think of anything else to say. Donna, hello, Jules and chat friends. Good to see you. Wave, heart, prayers. Oh, we've got more teas and coffees today. 1, 2, 3, 5. Cool. Stay safe and warm, everyone. I was born in 1956 and my full retirement age was 66 years, 4 months. And she was born, Lardy was born in 63. So I don't know when. I don't know when I retire here. It's, like I said, it used to be 60 or 65. It's 103 or something now. Bonnie, I think... Oh, I think Glenda Sully better stay away from Goodwill. After all, someone needs to do some vintage shopping everywhere she can. Haha, right. My husband notices I won't apply to certain stores. I said they might as well take my paycheck. I'm lost with this conversation, but I'm glad you two know what you're talking about. My husband notices I won't apply to certain stores. Oh, right. I get you, Angie. You won't work. Yeah, makes sense. You come out at the end of the week. Nope, you spent everything. Shit. Donna, I asked Glenda if she ever applied to Hobby Lobby since it hasn't been mentioned since. She said no because she got sick with bronchitis. Is she ever not sick? Deb, she's been well for a couple of weeks now. She'll never get a job as long as people send her food and gift cards. Plus, she's super lazy. I think she would have enjoyed it if they'd given her the job. Avalon dreaming. They don't hire felons anyway. Do they not? Ah, it's a shame. Would have kept her off the streets. Donna. I was just commenting to Jules what I asked Glenda and her answer back to me. I don't have my idea what the store's hiring policy is. I don't have any idea that should have been. I hate it how they change things that you're typing and make it, then you're like, what? I didn't type that. Bonnie, well, that's disgusting. Never heard of a feeder. Yeah, well, now you have. Sorry. Catcher. In life, we manifest a home, family, health, etc. Not furs, handbags, and vintage rings. She's such a narc. Yup. Bonnie. I still think James should start his own YouTube channel. Another fun comment video. Thank you. Bonnie. Hi, Donna. Hope you're enjoying your retirement. Isn't this a fun group? Oh, so cute. M. Joe. I like that. That's a pretty snowflake. Snowflake, snow and snowflake. Hi, Jules and chat. It's snowing in Louisiana. Does it snow normally in Louisiana? Why do I always think it's hot there? Jules, thank you for cheering me up with your sardonic wit. I'm very depressed since we moved himself back into the White House. Love and hugs. Ew, a snowman. I hope you warm up over there. Hold on, it may not be as bad as you think. Bonnie's sending you air hugs. Look on the bright side. Keep your head up. See how we all feel this time next year. Carolina, look at the shit she has on her bed. Like her head, a mess. Exactly. Shirley, her friend Dyson encouraged her to try this activity. Her Hoover friend. Classy lady, sad about California fires. Does she realise that a family of 3 froze to death in her state of North Carolina because they're sleeping in tents? Mother, father and baby. Oh my God. But California's on her mind. Did she mention the disaster in her own state and I missed it? No. Remember all those designer scarves she bought recently for her hair? Travelling more. I just spent 2 weeks in California. She gets on a plane, stays maybe 2 nights and is home again. No, she never once mentioned the people. Like I said years ago, that was my cut-off point. There was another hurricane years ago and people in the state next to her had died and she was complaining about her plants being blown over and it raining. Patty cakes. All those boots she bought look the same to me, just small differences. Why buy so many? We only have 2 feet. What am I missing? Gotta have 'em all, Patty. Thank you, Bella. King Bo. This woman should be cancelled from social media. She's a bad influence. Holding a knife on her recent video post is disturbing behaviour to say the least. I just mentioned that in the video I did. It's disgusting. And I can guarantee you, if I did a thumbnail with a knife in my hand, YouTube would delete it and they'd probably close my account. But Teflon coated fucking narcissists can do whatever the fuck they like and get away with it. So annoying. Karen Rothschild, love you. Thank you. Is it me or her you love? Ray, we got to the end. If you got to the end with me, thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.